It's a good mood. It's a consequence from the last game, but we know that the final is completely different because it's one game. Anything can happen, but overall the mood is very good. Yeah.
Have you spoken to Manuel Pellegrini since your footballing father? How does it feel to sort of play against him?
I just met him outside, and all the staff and some of the players that I know for different reasons, and yeah, we just see each other.
Can we wait for the microphones, please, when they arrive? John.
Hello, Enzo. I just wonder if you, having qualified for the Champions League Sunday, if you follow that up with the European trophy, what will that mean as a season overall? How do you view that season from a position where you started last summer?
Well, let me think that we qualify that. We feel much better. No, yeah, I said a few times during the season that for me was already a good season for different reasons, and can become a very good season if we finish top 4, top 5, and if we are able to win the final tomorrow. The first target is there. We achieved that last Sunday, and hopefully we can achieve tomorrow the second one.
Over here, please.
Hola Enzo, ¿qué tal? Juan Luis Martín para el Correo de Andalucía. Por tu pasado sevillista, no sé si te hace especial ilusión ganarle esta final al Betis, y qué es lo que te da miedo del Betis. ¿Qué jugador? ¿Qué es lo que te hace especial temer esta final?
Can I answer in Spanish?
Yes.
Yeah. No, ante todo es una final entre Chelsea y Betis, entonces simplemente estoy aquí representando al Chelsea y mi pensamiento, mi focus está solamente en esto. Luego el Betis creo que es un equipo que este año lo ha hecho muy bien, le ha ganado también a equipo importante en España, y es un equipo que es peligroso ante todo por lo que quiere el entrenador y luego por la calidad de jugadores que tiene.
Andy.
Hi, Enzo. Hiya. If I just take you back to Sunday, we saw Levi Colwill on the pitch talking about the critics of Chelsea, and he swore on television. You swore in a press conference as well, talking about the critics of Chelsea. It feels to me almost like the siege mentality is back at Chelsea. Chelsea used to thrive on that because people never liked them that much. Does it feel like that there is a siege mentality building at Chelsea? And also, I wonder did you get in trouble with your wife for swearing with your daughter sitting next to you at a press conference?
First of all, I think it's a good feeling that the players react when there are some critics, So I think it's a good reaction from the players. Then Levi's reaction, my reaction was just you say outburst. How do you say outburst? For the moment. And the reason why is because in our bad moment or bad run during the season, I mean February, March, when we draw points, many people, they were talking not from our point of view, they were not talking in the right way. Probably if you ask them, they're gonna say that from their point of view, they were talking the right way. But from our point of view, they were not talking in the right way. And the reason why is because, yes, we are young, yes, we are the youngest squad in the history of the Premier League, but at the same time, they are men. So I also use that critics to say, guys, today it's a chance that we can say that we are not young, we are mature enough, we can compete, and we can do the right things. So I think Levi's reaction, my reaction, different players that they react, it was just an outburst.
In here, please.
Was your wife upset with you for swearing?
No, she was very happy. She was at the stadium.
She was happy?
Yeah. I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
So she was at the stadium with the 4 kids. So we were all happy after the game.
Even with you swearing?
Everyone. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Coach, Harit Zatrian from Armenia. Chelsea was facing with FC Noah in London. And from that time, there were a lot of talks in Armenia that this is a finalist. So how is the feeling that from that time when you were in the league group stage, you were already in the mentality of being a favorite of the tournament? So how is the feeling of being this favorite? And one more question, if I may, short one. This is a trophy which is missing in the Chelsea Museum. So if you will win, there will be your name as a head coach of the team. So feeling about that as well. Thank you.
Probably the most complicated thing this season about the conference has been to convince the player that for us was the best competition in the world. And the reason why was because it's the competition that we were in. So every game has been difficult, especially because I needed to convince the player that we were not able to drop nothing, because you can lose points against any team, and we need to respect any team in Europe and any team that we face. And then I'm not focused about winning this competition or with this trophy because my name. For sure, I'm happy if we win, but I'm especially happy for the club, for the fans, and as you said, also because Chelsea can become the first club in Europe to win all the European competition.
Simon.
And sorry, please just a reminder to use the microphone. Thank you.
Got the mic here. Hi, Enzo. Nicholas Jackson, what kind of mood is he in? Do you get the feeling that he's hungry to make amends for his red card? And have you told him to channel that sort of energy in the right way to watch his discipline?
I hope so. Because I think Nico is in doubt with his teammates, and the reason why is because in that moment Newcastle away was for us the most important game, and he left his teammates with 10 players for 1 hour. So for sure he's in doubt. For sure he's a good guy. For sure he recognized the mistake. He apologized with his teammates. That is very important. And I'm sure that tomorrow is going to do a very good game for us.
Jacob.
Hi, Enzo. It's been suggested at times that this competition is maybe not the most important thing for Chelsea, but from your experience as a player, what does winning that first piece of silverware do to a team's mentality? Is it important for these players just to get that first taste of it and just become hungry for more and more?
The conference is important. For us has been important since day one, and the reason why is because it's the competition that we are in. We cannot play Champions League if we are a conference, or we cannot play Europa. We are in a conference, so for us was the most important competition, and we need to try to win that. If we are able to win, I think it's a good thing, especially because we continue to build the winner mentality. That I said many times, to build the winner mentality, there is only one way: win games. You cannot build a winner mentality if you don't win games. I think we won many games this season, but it's not enough. Sunday game is finished, we qualify, we all happy, but tomorrow we need to show again the desire to win the title and to win the game.
In the front, please.
¿Qué tal, Mr. Gonzalo Tortosa del Chiringuito en español, si puede ser? Ahora en rueda de prensa le han preguntado a Isco que qué tiene el Chelsea que no tenga el Betis, y ha dicho que sobre todo tiene dinero, entre risas. ¿Piensa usted que eso puede ser clave en el partido de mañana, la diferencia de dinero que hay entre el Betis y el Chelsea, económicamente?
Yo personalmente creo que con dinero no se ganan partidos, no se ganan títulos. Luego compartí 2 años de mi carrera como jugador con Isco y lo conozco bastante bien, un jugador fenomenal y bueno, mañana será un partido de fútbol.
Gary.
Enzo, hello.
Hi.
Obviously job done really in terms of the big aim this season. You had 2 seasons to get Chelsea into the Champions League. You've done it in your first season. How do you get the team to react so they say, right, we're up for this now, we've got extra confidence, we can relax, as opposed to job done, we don't need to bother too much about this game?
No, the message in the last 48 hours has been we did something important, but if we want to confirm that we are becoming an important club, we need the desire, we need to show desire to win the title, to win the game. So, as you said, job done, fantastic, all happy, but tomorrow is a different game, it's a final, and it's a game that we want to win at any cost.
Down here, please.
Ángela 100 para Canal Sur Televisión. Has definido a Manuel Pellegrini como uno de tus padres profesionales. ¿Cuál ha sido la lección más valiosa, la enseñanza que has aprendido con él? ¿Y quién conoce mejor a quién, el padre o el hijo?
He aprendido muchas cosas de Manuel, pero si me tengo que quedar con una cosa, que él siempre me decía de tratar a los jugadores como si fueran tus hijos. Yo acabo de decirle al señor que tengo 4 y 25 más que tengo dentro. Y es algo que me he quedado es algo que me he quedado entre las cosas que he podido aprender con Manuel. Y luego si lo conozco yo más o me conoce, yo creo que nos conocemos los dos.
Over here, please.
Hi, Enzo. In many ways, you've overachieved in your first season at Chelsea. But judging from your reaction at the weekend, do you still feel you have something to prove in this match?
Every day, no doubt. I just said that what we have done is done. Now we have proved ourselves tomorrow that we can win a title. We play many games this season in this competition. Now we have just one more. But for sure, me personally, but the message for the players is exactly the same. Every day is a chance to prove that we want to improve and we want to compete for important titles.
Ben.
Hi, Enzo. Just a quick word on Misha, who's here in Poland as well. How pleased are you to see Mudryk being able to watch the final and play a part and potentially even receive a medal?
To be honest, I don't know. Is here or is coming? Is here? But I don't know. So happy for Misha to be here. I don't know. Just happy for Misha to be here.
I'll ask you on a player that's with you then instead. Jadon Sancho, is it possible this could be his last game for the club?
I don't know. I said that when in the last weeks you asked me about different players, I always said the same. And the reason why is because it's the truth. It's not the moment. We have tomorrow final. Then in 24 hours, 48 hours, we're going to start to talk about the future. But in this moment, there is not any thought or any decision made on Jadon or in different players.
Kieran.
Hi, Enzo. How are you? Can I just check, when you're mentioning about Chelsea's critics over the season and the doubters who were telling you you're too young, etc., are you referring to us in the media? Is it the fans? Is it pundits? Who are you referring to?
No, for the fans, absolutely, because I think they have been in our side all season. For sure, we said many times, when we win games, they are happy, but also if we win game, I'm happy. If we don't win, I'm upset, so it's normal. No, at all, it's not, absolutely, it's not for the fans. It's just in the moment that we draw points, people were talking about, about us, for me, in the wrong way, again, probably for them, in the right way, but for me it was in the wrong way. So for me it was just a way to defend the players, and it was just an outburst after the game.
And we will finish with Peter.
Hi, Enzo. You've spoken about the impact winning a trophy could have for your players. I was wondering if it's been conveyed to you about the impact it could have for the ownership in terms of winning their first trophy, what that could do for the club, and whether you've had those conversations with them.
I think it's important for everyone. You can see the other day how happy they were, also celebrate inside the pitch, and I think it's something normal. When you arrive, you are new, 2-3 years here, you invest money, and finally you can reach something important. I think it's also something good for them, for everyone. And hopefully tomorrow we can continue to give them, the fans, the club in general, another trophy.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly with Reece James and Levi Colwill.
I mean, there's quite a few bits to go on. There is a team.
All right. We're here with Reece James and Levi Colwell. I'll turn it over to Charlie now.
Okay, if you'd like to ask a question, please raise your hand. All we ask is that you introduce your organisation and who you're directing the question to. We'll start with Nazar at the front.
And please use the microphone.
Hi, this is a question for Reece. I just want to ask you simply, as captain, what would it mean to lift a trophy for Chelsea?
No, of course it would mean a lot, you know, to myself and to the club. To a lot of the players, it would be their first trophy. And, you know, a lot of the young players have played such a key part in this competition so far this season, so it will mean a lot.
And we'll go to Jack on the second row.
In a similar vein, Reece, you've obviously won trophies for this club before. It feels like a different club under the new ownership a bit. Would winning the Conference League be the thing that can spark a run of silverware again for Chelsea, do you think?
I mean, we hope. It's been a few years, you know, since we've got our hands on silverware. So if you know, zoom out and take a further look, I would like to think that, you know, this would, you know, bring the winning trophy feel effect back to the club and, you know, help, you know, the players that haven't won so much, you know, in their career so far.
Simon?
A question for the two of you, if that's okay. I just asked Enzo about Nicholas Jackson and sort of how hungry he feels to make amends. Have you noticed that in training? Do you feel like he's got a point to prove? And Enzo actually sort of said that he felt like Nicholas had let you down in that game against Newcastle. Do you get that vibe that Jackson is in that mode to make amends tomorrow night?
No, I wouldn't say. He obviously made a mistake, yeah. But he's been, you know, so key for us this season. You know, since he arrived, he plays a huge part in the way we want to play. And, you know, what he done, you know, getting sent off is gone now. You know, we've accepted the mistake, put it behind us, and, you know, all eyes focused on tomorrow.
Gentleman in the middle.
Thank you. Jose Molestina, RTS Ecuador. Reece, as a captain, what do you think is going to be the game because of the midfield with Moises Caicedo, with you that are playing very well? What do you think of the game tomorrow?
Do you mean what position I'm going to play?
The microphone, please.
Because of Isco, of all the players that are very good with Betis, what do you think is going to be the game? How is it going to be?
No, the game is going to be a high-class game. You know, we're playing against very good opposition. They have, you know, a number of, you know, high-class players, and we will set out strong, you know, set out to win.
Yeah, Harit Adrian from Armenian Press. My question is to Cole. How is the feeling to have a chance after qualifying for Champions League to also get a trophy for a team which is missing in the museum? Maybe, Reece, if you want to react as well. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely for the Chelsea fans, I think it'd be huge, you know, to win every trophy possible. That's why we're going to do it for them tomorrow. We're going to work extra hard for them. And then for the team, you know, it'd be an amazing feeling to, like Reece said, for some of us to win our first club competitions, like myself. And we're really excited for the game tomorrow.
Malik?
Hi, a question for both of you. Enzo just said that one of his challenges at the start of this was to convince you that this is the most important competition in the world, he said. I just wondered if you could tell us a bit about, I guess, did you need convincing, and what did he say at the start of this campaign to kind of stress the importance of winning it?
No, I think the message from the manager was clear from day one. You know, you can't neglect, you know, any competition you're in, and you need to give it your all. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's a huge European competition. You know, look at the final we're in tomorrow against such a, you know, a big team with, you know, so much history. And no, I think he's helped us a lot this season and played a big part in, you know, us reaching the final and us securing Champions League.
Jacob?
Hi, Reece. The manager's spoken a lot about having to build you up physically this season. He's started you now in the last two games, two big games. Is this the best that you've felt in your body since the injuries, and do you feel ready to go tomorrow?
Yeah, it's definitely the best I felt. You know, I've played the most this season, you know, in probably 2 or 3 years. You know, so I'm happy to be back on the pitch, you know, helping the team as much as I can regularly. And yeah, if I'm called upon tomorrow, I'll be ready.
Gentleman in the middle.
Question for you, José Carlos Crespo from Radio de Blue, Ecuador. I want to ask you about the importance of Moisés Caicedo, especially because in this season he has played in your position as a right wing. So how will you value the importance in the team, and how is he developing in Chelsea?
No, I think when he first arrived, I think he found it difficult from, you know, what he told me. But this season, you know, he's grown so much as a person, you know, as a player. You know, his English is getting better as well, which helps. But no, he's key to our team. You know, he's the only player I think that played, you know, all of the Premier League games this season. And I think that shows, you know, how much and, you know, how well he's done for us.
Kieran?
Hi, guys. Question for both of you, because you're both from the Cobham conveyor belt, and we've seen a lot of academy youngsters get chances in the Conference League this season. Does it make it extra for you that you want to win tomorrow and get your likes of Reggie Walsh, etc., the guys who got the chance to help you towards a final, get them a winner's medal? And how nice is it for you guys, as two of Cobham's own, to be going into this final and seeing how the academy is being used?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, being two academy boys, winning a competition for the club's huge. You know, stuff that you dream of as a kid. And by doing this, hopefully, we can encourage more academy boys to do exactly what we're doing and playing in the final and having a chance to win. And for players like Reggie and Josh and Ty, like the young boys, that if we do win, they get a chance to get a medal. That'd be amazing. And just to keep pushing the rest of them.
Okay, we'll go to Ben.
Hi guys, just a question to both of you on leadership. Reece, Enzo Maresca had said that he challenged you to be maybe more vocal as a captain. So for you, how do you think you've evolved as a captain from the start to the end of the season? And Levi, kind of the opposite. You've always said that you relish that leadership responsibility. So speak a little bit about what you think you add to the group.
No, I think one thing to remember is captains and, you know, leaders are made, they're not born. You know, I got given the role at such a young age. You know, when I was going through a difficult period, you know, I had a lot of injuries. I wasn't on the pitch so much. So it was definitely hard, you know, during my first season, you know, as captain. But I think, you know, I've grown so much, you know, helping the team, the more I've played.
Gentleman in the middle.
Yeah. Thank you. Kirill Belsky. Okay, it's a question for both of you, but I would prefer Levi to answer because Reece already answered a lot of questions. So both of you are in the England squad after the final and then the World Cup, the Club World Cup, to many matches. And also Reece already mentioned that a lot of injuries were before, and now it's also a lot of matches. When will you have a vacation, and how do you feel about the next season and preparing for it? Thanks.
I mean, hopefully we get a vacation after the Club World Cup. That'd be really nice. But, you know, being a footballer, you know, we want to play games and as many games as possible. being in this final and then going to hopefully play for our country is obviously an honour. And then the Club World Cup, which is a huge competition, and we're both so excited to play in it. So yeah, hopefully we get a holiday after that.
We'll go to Soraya.
Hi, guys. How important is it for you? Everyone wants to talk about tactics, results, obviously the big match coming up, but is it, football's such a short career, you know, enjoying the moments, the coach ride here, you've got a big final tomorrow, you're one of your first finals at Chelsea. How important is it to enjoy being with each other and enjoy being in the final together?
No, I think making it enjoyable it helps if you win. You know, so that would probably be our first target. You know, to set out well and hopefully, you know, get the win tomorrow and then enjoy it after that.
Okay, we'll end it there. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And just a reminder that the training session open to media will begin shortly. Thank you.
Sometimes.